ఓం శ్రీరామ జయ రామ జయ జయ రామ 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 ఓం श्रीराम जय राम जय जय राम ओम 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 श्रीराम जय राम जय
Hari Om to everybody.
Hari Om Swamiji. Pranam Swamiji.
Pranam, pranam, pranam.
Hari Om Swamiji.
Hari Om. Hari Hari. Oh. Jai Shri Ram. Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om 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 Tell me.
11th chapter, 55 sloka, Swamiji. 11th chapter.
7th chapter,
55 sloka.
5th sloka,
5.
5th.
7th. കേൾക്കുന്നില്ല
11th, 7th chapter. Swarajyam garu, which number?
55.
Huh?
55. 55.
Which chapter?
11th chapter.
11th chapter, 55.
taken it. That is the essence. मत कर्मकृत मत परमो भक्त मद्भक्तः संगवर्जितः निर्वैरः निर्वैरं सर्वभूतेषु यस मामेति पांडव. It is a tall order. It may look to be a tall order for all of us, but we should try. One who does work for me alone and has me for his or her goal, who is devoted to me, who is free from sensory attachment and bears no enmity towards any being, he or she attains me, O Pandava. Mat karma grave, a doer of action for me. Whatever you are doing, yesterday we said yat karoshi, yat ashnosi, yat juhoshi, whatever I do, whatever I eat, whatever I offer, I should be able to try to convert it into him. Mentally, we need not tom-tom. Nobody need know about it. In fact, if anybody knows that we are doing it with that, then the purpose is defeated. Hari Om. So again, that chapter has been elaborately discussed. That means whenever I do anything, including now we are talking, normally we think we have to be there for 3:30 to 4:30 for a satsang session. Along with that, if we don't remember that God is providing us an opportunity to move towards the awareness of Himself in us, then it becomes an activity. Others will say, oh, it was interesting, that point was very good, this and that. And you also feel, okay, time was usefully spent. No. That is how normally we all do that. But in the 11th chapter, in this 55th sloka, Lord says, if you are doing to me, God has given us an opportunity to think about all these refining process, and by doing this regularly, the me and mine gets erased, and more of His presence is felt. Then I take care. Surrender. A very simple sloga, Mat karma gride, a doer of actions for me. Whatever actions you do it as an offering to me. You are working in an office, treat that as serving the Lord. How do we do that? We are going to the office, we have been given an assignment. Sri Krishna wants me to know that it was He who had set up this organization by giving a concept to the owner or the corporate people. And then He provided all the wherewithal to set it up. And then He need people. So He advertised, He made me to apply. And He sitting there interviewed me and then absorbed me. Who? God. And then He has assigned my duties in that office. Whose duties? God's duties. We need not tom-tom. Nobody will be able to understand. They are viewing it from the individual level. But for a bhakta or a spiritual aspirant, this is the attitude. You are working in the office, treat this as serving the Lord. So that you will not see the institution as other, people as other, colleague as other, boss as other. At the moment we feel it is difficult. Why? We have not tried. We had shared at the time when we entered the professional career. On the third day or fourth day, the boss called us. That was in 1961. He called us 3 mantras. He called us and he remembered the 3 mantras. First one, when you involve yourself in various types of work, after a certain time people will congratulate you, they say you have done good work. So unknowingly you may take credit, you may feel you have done, but you forget it is the company that gives you an opportunity to bring out your talents. And second thing, second mantra. Suppose after some time when you leave this company, whatever know-how you have learned, whatever efficiency or proficiency you have brought out, it also travels with you. It doesn't It doesn't leave you the moment you leave the company. You remember, company gave you this opportunity to carry this know-how wherever you go. And third mantra, after some time you may feel, I am not paid for. My rights are ignored. My capacities are ignored. All those things will come naturally. Okay, it's not a crime. But just think the day when you joined. When you were pining for an employment, company gave you this on this day. If you remember these three, you will be always, you know that company, you are the company. You owe everything to the company. Just imagine, that was the work culture in 60s. It gave us an emotional bonding with that company. Even today we remember with gratitude the years spent with them. It has helped us to know so many things through the behavior of our boss, colleagues. All were extremely good, affectionate. And it provided so many opportunities for us to handle, to work in so many fields. So like that, the bonding should take place. Here we are identifying with the great giver. So at the Vyavaharik level, the boss introduced that the company gave you a platform. There should be an instrumental cause for bringing out the potentialities lying latent in us. So at no time we arrogate that. That is enough. So here also Bhagavan says the same words. You are working in the office, treat this as serving the Lord. Working in the household, you are serving the Lord. If the whole universe is His form, any work that one does is service to Him. Mat Paramo, keep me as the supreme goal. Everything else is secondary. And God is the primary goal. That is why those who keep God as the supreme goal don't go to ecstasy when they get a little remark of appreciation, a little title, a little promotion. They are nothing. The greatest thing is the bhakti. Mad bhaktaha. Be my devotee. The only relation between you and me is pure love. Sangavarjita. Again we are back to that attachment, Free from any sensory attachment. The moment I become a prey to the sensory attachment, I forget Him. But I must have an attachment towards Him, not to the sensory objects. We have to do a lot of manana to understand these words. Please, let it not just go from here and do like this. Because this particular shloka says, if you are a housewife, if you are a householder, if you are working, if you are a retired person, just think you are doing only God's job, God's job, God's job. Whatever may be the outer provocation, whatever may be the trying moments He is making you to pass through, we are all working out our prarabdha. Nobody is exempted from it. We don't have to blame anybody for whatever we are going through. We are all under the clutches of our own brought forward karma. If somebody is not recognizing us, if somebody is ill-treating us, if somebody is finding fault with us, immediately we should remember this. We are working out our own karma. That is why Chinmayanandaji says, during whatever we do now, thought by thought, action by action, we are giving a blueprint for our next birth. So if we keep on nurturing grumbling and complaints and negativities, don't think that it will be all right for us. We are carrying it over. We are again, talking all those things. But though we are completely under the clutches of our prarabdha, still a prayer from the bottom of the heart can motivate him to set aside his law. We have been given this assurance. God has made the law of karma, but he can also set it aside. If he cannot brush aside his law, the law will be greater than he. This cannot be. For he is the infinite, omnipotent Lord. So he must have the power to suspend any law. Generally, God does not interfere. He allows the karma to be worked out. But he may, in special cases, go beyond his law and by his grace free the soul from the bondage of karma. So all that we have to do is to pray to him from the bottom of the heart. I am cornered. All my petty and puny intellect cannot give me any answer for the problem in which you have placed me. Please step in and pull me out of this. When we do that, he will show signs. Again, he will test whether you are acting on your own or as per the dictums given by him through intuition. We can again go back. When a devotee was passing through such a severest moment, that moment, when we prayed and when opened this particular game, this particular page game before us, we immediately typed it out and sent it to him and said, we are pinning our hopes only for his intervention. Miraculously, he is showing.
Yes.
So this is very important for all of us. Somehow to bring him into the picture. If we are trying to solve it from our own level, we will not be able to do anything because our likes and dislikes, our prejudices, our preferences, our priorities will come and stand before us. We will not be able to pave the way for his intervention. It is blocking him. But whereas you plead your utter inability to handle the situation, and at the same time feeling that it is, intellectually I know that I am working out my own karma. But this is too much for me to bear. Enough is enough, please. When such a prayer comes from the bottom of the heart, he has given provision, 80G exemptions, that he will step aside. Generally, God does not interfere. He allows the karma to be worked out. But he may, in special cases, go beyond his law and by his grace free the soul from the bondage of karma. This is the hope. So here he says, free Sangavarjita, free from any sensory attachment. Free the mind from various attachments. Attachments will go, but love will remain. You may be detached from your friend, but you will be loving your friend. Detached from the wife, but will love and serve the wife. That distinction we must know. Detachment does not mean becoming apathetic to things around you. That is not the meaning of detachment. I don't care. Children are weeping there. I don't care. I have no attachment. No. That is not detachment. Love is there, but no attachment is there. My child and another child, both are the same. I am going to look after that child also if necessary. So it is an expansion, not a contraction. Without any attachment, but with only pure love. Then comes an important teaching of Jnana and Bhakti. Nirvairam sarvabhudeshu. With no hatred towards any beings. There is no difficulty about it. Why should I hate? There is the same self in all beings. A little thinking will give us that conviction. Ya saha mameti pandava. Yeah, he or she who is such a person attains to me, Arjuna. This is the promise given by Sri Krishna. And is also the essence of all the teachings in the Gita. That is what we all must learn today. A spirituality which finds expression in high character. No hatred towards anybody. Only love for all, with a detached mind. What a beautiful idea. Good work we do, but offer it to the divine. I don't claim anything for myself. I don't claim anything for myself. So in this way, these are all practicable things. And I wish more and more people will understand and practice this religion. This is the line of approach as given in this sloka. This is the greatest sloka of a greatest chapter. Bhagavan himself expresses it. So the whole chapter ends with the note of bhakti, and the next chapter is all on bhakti. Because this is the end of the 11th chapter, and the next chapter is 12th chapter. 12th chapter is a beautiful chapter with 20 shlokas, where the Lord lists about more than 20-30 values by which we will become the dearest devotee of God. How do I become a dearest devotee of God? So in this first sloka he says, Mat karma grud, mat paramo bhaktaha. Then sangha varjita. Then nirvairam sarvabhudeshu. Ya sa mameti pandava. So yesterday he made us to dwell on whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer, whatever you observe as austerities, do it for me. Whatever you do, know that word we have to underline. There is no specified action. All actions. Even bathing, even walking, even reading. So wherever I am involved, during my non-chanting, including the chanting, of course. So during my non-chanting period, I should try to remember this intensely. During the chanting time, probably most of us would have got this feeling, we are chanting the name of one who is behind my thought, word and deed. Though I am not aware, I have intellectually understood. And I am praying to him to make me aware of your presence within. But during the non-chanting time, distractions are more, where we are giving a field for the me and mind to play its role. And while playing the role, he completely rules over me. No problem? Oh. You can hear? Nobody is telling? Right. Because because the current is off here. That's why.
Yes, Swamiji.
Okay. So it's a very, very important sloka. Even if we forget the entire 700 slokas, it's all right. God will condone us if we remember this sloka or that Yat Karoshi. Because that is the essence, When you squeeze the whole 700 slokas, this is the essence. Has anybody started chanting the sloka? Nobody has attempted. Only... Then, what is this sloga? Good. Everyone should learn this by heart. 700 slokas we may not be able to learn by heart, but a few slokas. Mat karma gridi, mat paramo bhaktaha, sangha varjitaha, nirvaira sarva bhuteshu, ya sa mameti pandava. The other one was, what was that? Yesterday we said something, What is the slogan number? What is the chapter number? Slogan number? 27, 28. Good. Full pass. 100 by 100. Yat karoshi, yat ashnosi, yat juhoshi, dadasi yad, yat tapasyasya kaunteya, yat kurushva madarpanam. Whatever, what is the meaning?
Whatever I do, I have to offer God by reading, thinking, everything. On His name only. On His name.
So these two, it is very important. These are the essence of this.
Workaday life, Swamiji.
Workaday life, workaday life, daily life.
Workaday life. How does Gita enter into me? How do I allow Gita to enter into me? Now I am not allowing Gita to enter into me. Who is preventing? Who is preventing? We should. Who is now preventing? Gita wants to enter into me. That is why she is making us to think about it. She is making us to go through this. But we are not allowing her to enter. Who is not allowing her to enter? Sense of individuality. The me and mine says, I know better. Let Gita be there in the book. But here, we are trying to break that fence. Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer as dana, whatever austerities you perform, do that as an offering to me. Whatever you...
To love, perfection, gratitude.
Love, perfection.
He offered even poison to God himself.
Correct. What is the need of all types of showy religion? He says, Swami says. True religion and worship is such a simple thing in which the whole of life can become a dedication to the divine. That is why we said nobody need know this. It is purely an internal refinement that is taking place. Outwardly we remain the same individual, but inwardly we are free from all this. Sangha Varjita. Nirvaira Sarva Bhudeshu.
Vinoba also says, no, He the Lord, He the devotee.
In the Acharya Vinoba, in his talks on the Gita, on the 15th chapter, for enabling all of us to understand easily, he said there are only three things in this world. One is He, the Lord, behind everything. Me, the Bhakta, the sense of individuality. And rest of the things are articles of worship. So when I take the broomstick to clean my courtyard, I should know that it's an article of worship. When I take a mug of water to clean the commode, I should know it is an article of worship. When I take the vim powder to clean the cooked vessels, I should know that it is an article of worship. When I take the pen to write, I should know that it is an article of worship. So there are only three things. Me, the Bhakta, He, the Lord, all other things are the articles of worship. Same thing, whatever we do. If we try to make it a reality, slowly, gradually, entire thing we may not be able to do. Our mind has not become that ripened enough to accept. But we should make a move, Right from the tiniest we can make a move. In fact, it is from the tiniest we should start. Grossest, it will take time. So wherever possible, whatever we are doing it, suppose we are keeping the pen in its place, keeping the glass in its place, keeping the plate in its place, with this bhava, not as a discipline. And then I may forget, doesn't matter. When I open the computer, when I handle the board, when I close the computer, when I need some details and go to Google Baba, immediately we become in a heart full of gratitude. Now you see, we are not carrying the three very big books of Bhagavad Gita. Universal Message of the Bhagavad Gita in the Light of Modern Thoughts and Modern Needs by Swami Ranganathananda ji. Luckily, God has provided through the technologies that there is a software called Kindle, where the entire 1,000 and odd pages have been stored. And when somebody asks something, all that we have to do is to go search one title or one chapter. Immediately a chapter comes before us. Instead of just taking it, we know that God provided a wonderful opportunity. Otherwise you have to carry, we have to search. We may know it, where is it? When we were in Calcutta, intensely going through Bhagavad Gita, at a particular chapter, suddenly we remembered that Chimyanji Maharaj had said that whatever we do now, with that we give a blueprint. This blueprint, we have heard it in 60s. In which book? On which chapter? He was commenting, we don't know. But when we opened, we went to Google Baba, searched for the books, It could be Atma Bodh. So when we opened Atma Bodh, just typed out blueprint. Entire thing came out. If we just appreciate Google Baba and leave it, we are missing the sweetness. But suddenly we remember, how he facilitated us to hear these precious words, pearls of wisdom, and make us to remember it, memorize it. And then when the appropriate time comes, he suggests from inside. If you want more clarification, go to that particular one. The computer is inside. You have to just press the button. I will give you something from outside. And then when he reveals the same words which we heard many decades ago, just comes out. We become grateful to him. Kindly think about it. As we enter this room, yesterday we were telling, there is a beautiful word. On 15th May 1931, when this ashram was inaugurated, Beloved Papa said, the Lord is the guide and help for all matters. We should not forget this. Lord is the help and guide for all. So that means, he is there with us, he has been with us. We have not looked up to him, we have not asked him, we have not sought anything from him. We are trying to seek everything from outside, so he is keeping quiet. The moment we turn to him and ask him and seek him and we plead, appeal, he will not keep quiet, he will come out. These two stanzas make us aware of this. There is only one condition, that whatever we do, it should be offered to him. That is the only condition. For him to come out and extend his hand of support, all that the price tag is this. You put the tag, God dimension. Is it clear?
Swami clear. Yes, Swami. Everything what we do, offer to him.
Offering to him.
All the actions of him are offered to him. The whole day we have to do that.
Whole day we have to do that.
Whole day we have to do that, but let us not think of, we will start, The moment you think, how can I do that when I go to office, how can I do that it becomes a non-starter. We jump into it, we take a leap, come what may. So little by little, in one or two, suppose after this program, the chairs are kept back, It's a simple act. Our mind will define it as a vyavaharik act. No. He made somebody to think about chair. He gave the raw materials. He gave the intelligence. And he came out in the form of a chair. It gave us the seat to sit. And here, now after the use, we have to preserve it back. And so you keep it just like you are offering a flower at the holy feet of the Lord or deity, you are keeping it clean. This is how we begin. When we enter into the hall, we keep the chapel. The moment we leave the chapel, we remember, you gave us this chapel when there is no chapel in the world. That is why I am in a position to walk on this hot sun. With that you leave, you have made a beginning. I may not be able to remember this type throughout my whole activities. Don't worry. One can make two, two only can make three, three only can make four. We will make it as one first. So don't worry. We have to make... చెప్పండి.
Swamiji 16 years back.
16 years back.
Hanakonda. Mataji.
Yes.
Swami Satsang in Hanakonda 16 years back. Before entering the hall, Swami observed all the pairs of chappals kept like anything. So Swami saw and started to keep orderly. So all the goats joined. And next year, nobody kept like anything. All the devotees kept orderly, not disorderly. So it kindled me in my heart today itself. Today itself, I am keeping my chappals in order.
That is right, but have we brought God dimension? The other one goes because somebody does it, you get inspired.
Everything is offered to God.
That is important. Then only the sweetness comes. While giving initiation, Papa used to say that the moment you put a lozenge on your tongue, you start enjoying the sweetness. Similarly, the moment you start chanting, you should enjoy the sweetness. But you and I are chanting for decades, we have not enjoyed the sweetness. So he says that is because the low passions are in our heart. So that is mine, we have got this Bhavaroga, fever is there. So we have to go to a doctor and he gives us the medicine. Otherwise, when we put the sugar in our mouth, it is sweet, but with fever, it doesn't become sweet, it will become taste bitter, I throw it away. Then I go to the doctor, he gives me medicine, then the fever is cured. The same sugar which was tasting bitterness when I was having fever, the moment I put it in my tongue, it is sweet. So similarly, when we are all passing through this Bhavaroga means the me and mine, when it dominates, that is what is called Bhavaroga. So when it dominates, I may not be able to enjoy the sweetness of Ram Nam. So I go to the doctor, the Guru, and Guru prescribes that mat karma, this yat karoshi, yad ashnoshi, yad juhoshi, dadasi yad, yat avasyasi, and also now what we read out, mat karma kriti. This is the prescription he gives. To get out of the Bhavaroga, this is the prescription he gives. And when I make it a reality in my life, the entire thing becomes sweet. So these two slogas, very important. Tomorrow, tomorrow is Friday, yeah? Tomorrow, we will make this opportunity to chant jointly together selected slogas like this. So now we have got about 15 minutes. We will now select the slogas. Please tell us. Those who have got the pen and paper, kindly note it down. Chapter number 9, it need not be in a chronological order, don't worry. We are making a beginning, we are students. God will condone us. Chapter number 9, 27 and 28.
26
Okay, 26 also you add. Patram pushpam param doyam yome bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhaktyubahridam ashnami prayadatmanaha. Nishkamamaya prema. Ilayo, whatever you do that. Yeah, it goes along with it. 26, 27 and 28. Then 11th chapter 55. Mat karma gridi, mat paramo bad bhaktaha, sangavarjidaha, nirvairam sarvabhudeshu, yaha sa mamedi pandava. Then, any other thing?
Swamiji karmanji sanatikarake mahapadeshu kadachana. Mahapala
Chapter number 2. Sloka number 47. Karmanyevadhikaraste maphaleshu katachana ma karma balahedurbhur mate sangostu akarmani.
48 and 50 also.
And 50 also you come. Buddhi yukto jahadiha uphe sugurda dushkrite tasmat udyogaya ujjasva yoga karmasu kaushalam. Yoga 48 also you note. Yogastha kuru karmani sangam tyaktva dhananjaya siddhya siddhyau samo bhutva samatvam yoga muchyate. Now how many shlokas? That is enough for one day. How many? Please repeat. 3 in 9, 1 in 11, 4 in 3 or 4 in 2. No.
3.
Eh?
Swamiji, chapter number 9, 3, 11, 1, and 2, 3.
No, 2 not 3. 2, 4.
47, 48, 50.
2, 4. That is 47, 48, 50 means 3, no. But again one more is there. 47, 48. Karmanya 47. 48 Yogastha Kuru Karmani. 50 Buddhi Yukto Jahadiha.
62.
Then
62, 63.
Then 1 minute, let them.
ஃபர்ஸ்ட்ல இருந்து திருப்பியும் சொன்னா நல்லா இருக்கும் சாமி.
என்னது?
Once again they want you to tell the numbers.
You take chapter number 2, 47, 48, 49 also you add, 50. Then we go to 9, 20, 26, 27, 28. Then come to 11th chapter, 55. So how many shlokas?
8 Swamiji.
We read. Those of you who have got the book, you write down the sloka and the meaning. Sloka and the meaning you please write down so that when we chant, we travel along with the chanting with the theme. We travel with the theme along with chanting. Then we are applying it in our daily life. It will have tremendous effect. This is how, according to us, the Gita we are making Gita to enter into us. We select a few shlokas. We try to understand its practicability. When we take a plate, when we leave the chapel, when we wash our clothes, when we dry the clothes, when we take the pen, when we open the laptop, when we try to attend, yat karoshi. We try to bring the origin. And then we are offering to him, dedicating to him. If this is clear, all these 8 or 10 slokas will do the concreting business. Like that we will try from every chapter. We are making a beginning now. And here the strong prompting he comes is that don't simply read the sloka and go. You write the sloka, write the meaning, dwell on it. And then tomorrow, as a process, we will all chant together. We will go through the meaning together. And like that we will slowly allow Gita to enter into us. Will everybody join? We have to write. then only the real sadhana starts. This holding the book, reading the book, no. It is all, there is no manana there. It is like, the typing and copy paste. In copy paste, we don't apply our mind on the theme. Broadly, we have some idea. So we are writing it in our own. You need not think about write it in Sanskrit. You can write it in your own language, whether it is Malayalam or Tamil or Hindi or in your own language. What you have understood from the text. Or if it is there in Hindi, you copy it. That is all. But when you write, you will try. And when you are writing the meaning. The other day we were sharing, many of you might forget. When we were taught English grammar, the teacher, who was the teacher of our father, he made it a point that we should write the Malayalam translation then and there. Otherwise, we will forget. We can understand it through our own language. So he used to say, I go to school, right? Njan schoolil pogunnu. I am going to school. Njan schoolilekku povugayagunu. I have gone to school. Njan schoolilekku poyittundu. I have been going to school. Njan poikonde irikkunnu. Even today we remember that word, because it is translated and written, not repeating. So similarly, these 9 or 10 slokas, you kindly take a notebook, write this, write the meaning. Really, we are paving the way for Gita to enter into us. Previously, if we are writing it, it will be a clerical exercise. But now, having gone through the sweetness of this sloka, it won't be a clerical job of writing. It is only to emphasize to our mind the theme contained in these 9 slokas. There is no examiner here. Everyone is the examiner of oneself. We are not going to see the book. So you can be rest assured that it is an examination done by yourself on yourself. Everybody is mum. Is it possible?
Swamiji, slogas by heart பண்ணலாம்.
Yes, Swamiji.
No, somebody said.
Chitra?
Swamiji, slogas பார்க்காம chant பண்ணலாமா?
Slogas, chanting.
Slogas you write, in a book. Tomorrow we will all chant.
In the satsang.
Swamiji, பார்க்காமையா இல்ல பார்த்து chant பண்றதா இல்ல பார்க்காம memorize பண்ணிட்டு?
பார்த்துக்கிட்டே chant பண்ணலாம்.
அப்ப ரெடி Swamiji.
We don't have to learn it by heart straight away. But if there is an inner alignment with the theme, we will try to, unknowingly we will learn it by heart. Now you need not bother. The book is before you. But not reading from the book, but reading from the book where you have written. Is it clear?
Yes, Swamiji.
There are so many who have not answered.
Yes, Swami. Yes, Swamiji. Yes, Swamiji. Yes, Swamiji.
All are oldies. For a moment you think we are not oldies, we are not aged people, we are students. Okay. In Divine Life Society they conduct 2 months course on Vedanta. 2 months course. The age of the participants may vary. 60, 65, they also join. What an enthusiasm they have, not merely youngsters. Youngsters will be hardly 20 to 30%. Because they actually go along with the theme. And we were told by one of the students that when Padmanabhan Swamiji enters for the class, he will not allow anybody to write. He will say, you here, go and write in your room. That means the absorption, the assimilation, whether it is taking place. So age is not a barrier, don't worry. And we are not doing it for anybody else. All of us should think that we are paving the way for Gita I, Mother Gita, to enter into us. We are not to show anybody that we know this sloga. We are not reproducing it here just for the sake of reproducing it. Because we want Bhagavad Gita to enter into me, so that all my thoughts, all my words, all my deeds will have that impact. If we are very clear about this, then we stand to gain.
Some of the sloka numbers are correct, no? 2nd chapter 47, 48, 49, 54, and 9th chapter 26, 27, 28, 11th chapter 54.
Total?
Total 8.
8 or 9? 8 slogas. 8 slogas, not a big one. Only 16 lines and the translation, that's all. Just like you are writing Ramnam. Please make a attempt. Those who are here, I can see them looking at the notebook. Those who we cannot see, so we take it that you are having the book before you.
They say tomorrow they can switch on the video and show the book.
People here are telling tomorrow you can show the book. No, we trust you. We don't need. We trust everybody because we are not doing it for Muktananda or for Satsang. We are doing it for ourselves. So don't worry about it. These are all the guidelines.
I can't write Swamiji.
Jayanti Amma cannot write.
Some exemptions are there. We give.
Yes, for me Swamiji.
Okay.
I can't write.
No, don't worry. Okay. Those who are unable to write now because of old age, they are exempted.
Yes, sir.
Tell you. So we will just go through those slogas once again. Just I am reading the sloga. Show me. Chapter number 2. 47. Karmanyevadhikaraste mapaleshu katachana ma karma balaheturbhur mate sangosta karmani yogasta kuru karmani sangam tyaktva dhananjaya siddhyas siddhyau samo bhutva samatvam yogamuchyate durena hyavaram karma buddhi yoga dhananjaya buddhau sharanam anvichha kripana balahetavaha buddhiyukto jahadiha uphe sugrata dushkrite tasmad yogaya yujyasya yoga karmasu kaushalam. Then we go to 9th. Yat karoshi, yat ashnosi, yat juhoshi. Before that, patram pushpam palam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhaktyubhakridam ashnami prayadatmanaha. Yat karoshi, yat ashnasi, yat juhoshi, dadasi yad, yat tapasyasya kaunteya, tat kurishva madarpanam. Shubha shubha balerevam, mokshase karma bandhanehi, sannyasa yoga yuktatma, vimukto mamu paishyasi. We don't know Sanskrit, we are looking at the Malayalam version and reading it. So, the
11th chapter, 55.
11:50. Mat karma gridi, mat paramo, mat bhakta, sangavarjita, nirvairas sarva bhudeshu, yaha sa mameti pandava. So these, we will make a beginning. Let us see how she comes to us. Probably she has been training us, preparing the ground, So if she passed the test tomorrow, then we are slowly entering. and making Gita a part of our life. This is what is intended, what is expected of us. That is the purpose for which Papa is arranging this satsang. Not for the sake of a satsang session and spending about 1 hour. What you can take it for your day-to-day life. And how do you get the sweetness of it? Let us see tomorrow. Hari Om. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. 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 Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om.